Hi everyone, it's Raquel Bowman here with a process video that I created using the October hip kits. I've used a mixture of kits for this one today, and the photo is of my son. I did a cake smash with him, so I'm just scrapbooking some of those photos. What papers I've chosen is there's sort of neutrals with some pops of teal and black, and they worked really well with the photo because the cake had rainbow layers of a bright blue in there. I've applied on the background whipped spackle through one of the exclusive stencils in the colour kit. I adore that simple cross design and I love how it looks with the whipped spackle. I've also cut the Dear Lizzie paper just in a vertical fashion, and I've cut a probably 2-inch edge to go on the left side and then about a 1-inch strip to go on the right side, and the idea is that it'll bring your attention to the middle. And I've also cut on my Cameo some of the exclusive cut files, and I've just sort of cut them on white so that I can use them as I please over the next few layouts that I create with the kit. And right now I'm playing with the leaf as well as the fun word, which I think I only use one of those anyway. I've backed the photo on a diagonal black and white stripe, and I just adored that print. I love anything so they're black and white or diagonal stripes. And I've also cut the little fox out of one of the 3x4 cards from the Project Life kit. I've used a scrap of paper as well to punch a binding edge. So all I'm trying to do is add some more details to my layers. So I've used a binding edge punch on that tealy paper. I think that was maybe Jen Hadfield from the Jen Hadfield collection of papers. And I've used a 4x6 Project Life card as well behind those layers there. What I'm doing now is I'm sort of checking out how the pencils work because I hadn't used them before, so this was the first time and I'm totally addicted now. So I've got my water brush, and at first I started just colouring around the edge and using the water brush to sort of mix the colour with the water. And then I started to use some of the packaging from one of the kits and do the sort of smooshing technique, but by rubbing the pencil and then wetting that. And that worked well as well. I haven't primed my paper, so that definitely made a difference. So the colour wasn't as vibrant as what it could have been. But here I'm just having a play, basically, being the first time of using them. I don't cope, I love the look of watercolours, but I don't cope very well with warped paper. So I find that what I'm always doing after either I've completed the layout or once I've completed the background is I will always back that white cardstock, because I've used the cardstock in the kit, but generally I'll just use just a white American Crafts cardstock, and I always have to back it onto a coloured cardstock that I'll have in my stash or something a bit heavier, again, because I find that the warping, I can't handle it. So I think I did do this on the layout. I can't remember if I did it on camera or if I did it off camera. I'm just working now on my layers, and I have also now added just a little scrap of the 3x4 card that I punched the fox out from, and I've just added that just to the left as well, at the bottom left of that photo. So just another layer, and it was using the scrap of the card anyway, so it's a good use of getting all the maximum use out of that card for me. I'm having a flick through. Oh, this was a bit painful. I can't remember if I popped all of this in or not, or whether I cut it out, because you would have been shaking your head at me, I think. I wanted to use a strip of the Jen Hadfield washi tape to bring a bit more of a pop to that left side, and I tried to tear it a little bit of that Missy Whidden style, and then pop it on, and I couldn't get it straight, and I was just shaking my head at myself, I think, the whole time that I was doing it. I don't know whether I'm going to show it. Here we go. But I have a feeling, no, this is my second attempt, so I think I end up cutting it straight, and I'm still fluffing around, but it's not as bad as what I was initially. Because the strip is so long, it's fantastic that I love the idea of having a washi booklet that is 12-inch strips, because I love working with 12 by 12 layouts, but this was just getting stuck all over my hands. A bit funny, really. I've done a couple of things off camera. So this layout was done throughout a period of a day, and I was just, anytime I got a chance to, having 2 young kiddies in the house, anytime I had a chance to, I'd pop out into my scrap room and work on it a bit more. So I have taken the feathers from the cut file set, the exclusive set, and I have embossed with gold American Craft Zing embossing powder the ends, and I don't know whether it was my embossing ink or the powder or the way I set it, but it didn't quite have the right look, but I actually like the way it does look. So it sort of looks, some of it's a bit glimmery and some of it isn't, so I'm not sure if that was my ink or I don't really know, but I just went with it. I've also popped a clip, one of the pink paisley clips, on top of the fox, and it's sort of holding the feathers in place as well. And there I've just stapled a clear tag, a banner tag that says memories, and that was also from the pink paisley Cedar Lane ephemera pack. I am addicted to these Dear Lizzie black words. I think I like them so much because I've bought the Amy Tan ones with the words that you can get in the thicker packs, but I think I like these so much because of the font, and I used them on my last layout and I'm using them again, and I've teamed them again with those thin alphabet Dear Lizzie stickers as well, and I'm just in love. I think that most of my layouts will have that, using that with these kits. I'll try not to, but yeah, I love them. I'm also adding in that leaf back, so it has made the layout, and I'm just popping a little bit of foam tape under that top leaf there just to give it the dimension, because I've backed the photo cluster on foam. It means that anything that's sticking out of that needs to, or layered into that, needs to have a little bit of foam adhesive as well. So I haven't used the fun foam. I normally will use, if I do have little bits sticking out, just a quick foam dot or bit of foam tape. I've added a couple of the hearts from the pink paisley ephemera pack, and a few of those gorgeous clear stickers as well. And now I've just grabbed some gold paper out of my stash, and I'm just punching a few arrowheads down the bottom, and that's really just to draw your attention from that side detail back in. So I find that with my layouts, I like to be able to have that balance. Okay, I'm just had to pause the recording for a moment to tend to my little girl who's now inside with Daddy, so I've brought myself outside to finish recording. So what I've added as well, so I think I was just talking about how I like to add balance to layouts. So you'll find that I'll sort of be working with either clusters of 3 or direct your attention sort of in a triangular way. So I've got that top arrow clip as peg, on the top right, and then I've got the title, and then I've got that cluster down the bottom right, which sort of forms a bit of a triangle there. And now what I'm doing is using the watercolor pencils and trying to get a more vibrant look around those clustered areas, or on top of, like what I'm doing now, on top of that whip spackle stencil area. So all I'm doing is just sort of touching the top of the pencil with the water brush, and it's so easy and so beautiful that I think I am a bit obsessed. So I've done quite a few layouts since this one, and I think I've used the pencils each time, and I may have ordered some new ones as well. I'm typing my journaling, and again I'm using strip journaling with my typewriter. It's quick, it's easy, and I love how it looks. So I'm adhering that underneath where the title is, and because I do have that little bit of negative space under there between the title and that bottom sort of layered area, I find that that would be the best place for it. Sometimes the title for me is the hardest thing to work out where I want it to go, and normally it's around the end of my process that I do it as well. So sometimes it's a bit tough to find where I want the title to go to make sure the layout's balanced. I'm finishing with just a date stamp saying hooray since it's a birthday cake smash, and that's pretty much it. I'll see you soon with another process video. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and don't forget to follow along and subscribe if you haven't, or give me a thumbs up so I know I'm on the right track with these. Thanks everyone. Bye.